said they don't want you on stage.
Wow.
Wow. And this is not a paid show. I'm doing this for free. They'll say her shots are too short.
Wow.
Yeah, or like, you know, they'll call me and they'll say, the owner of the, bank wants to have a meeting with you first before the show. I don't understand why.
Okay.
Did they ask the other artists for this? So it was really hard. Or I'll hit up my team and I'll notice that they're not playing my videos. So we'll call the station and they'll say, oh, your video was banned because it was too sexy. I don't understand. So Love Me was banned. Wanted.
Yeah, I remember Wanted. Yeah, we win here in the UK.
Yeah, that was banned. It was banned on radio and TV. I lost some endorsements as well. Yeah. So,
Talk to me about that side of the music business coming from Nigeria, where there's a perception that you're supposed to be dressed a certain way or act a certain way to receive these endorsements, to get played on air, to receive those posters and banners or whatever.
Yeah, it's just kind of weird because we celebrate Western artists doing this, and it's like, when I do it, they'll say, we're African or we can't do this. And it's so ironic because just because I dress like that, that doesn't reflect my life. Like, I have 2 degrees. Like, so, And I actually studied music at Berklee College of Music. I studied jazz. So it's a brand. And I just didn't understand how people would see me and think just because I dress like this, I must be an Ashao. Like, it's just...
for anybody that's not Nigerian,
yes,
that would be someone being paid for services. But we'll get back to the...
Yeah, so
during the Wanted, when the music video was released, I remember at the time, Twitter was the biggest social media platform, and I had gone on Twitter. And your statement here was exactly what I said. I said, just a week before, I think it was Rihanna that dropped the video.
Yes.
That everybody in Nigeria had gone crazy about.
Yeah.
And now it's Tiwa Savage, more clothes than the Rihanna video that was out. And we don't want to accept that.
Yeah.
It was, for us in the UK, I think that was one of sometimes the little disconnects that we have with back home. But how did you manage to fight through those barriers?
I can't even take credit for me. It wasn't me. It was the fans. Like, literally, my female fans just kept growing and growing. My numbers, the less clothes, the more followers.
Are you sure it's not the guys?
No, I'm telling you, if you look at my stats, I have a lot more female fans, female followers. My fan pages are all run by females that are just like, feel like, oh my God, just keep going. And it was growing, and it like, I was, closing the gap between the top male artists.
Absolutely.
Like, had the same number of followers. And when a promoter will post a show, they'll say, where's Tiwa Savage? Where's Tiwa Savage? And then the promoter will be like, okay, hello, Tiwa.
How much are we paying?
Yeah, so they were the ones that just made the shift. They changed the narrative, and people were forced to start playing my music. They were forced to start putting me on shows because they needed somebody to represent females. And it just really started changing from there.
Apart from your individual, trip to Nigeria and the first stamp that you started making with Kele Kele, 323 Music, I think you partnered with Mavinrecords.
Yeah.
Shout out to the incredible Don, Jazzy and the team.
Yes.
Once Upon a Time was the first project on that. You had Red on that. And then you had the third project, Sugarcane.
Yes.
With that, talk to me about deciding to go into business or partnership with Don Jazzy, Mavinrecords.
So it's funny, when I first moved to Nigeria, nobody wanted to touch me. I went to Storm Records and they were like, no, we already have a female artist. I went to EME. Banky actually said no.
No way. Can we record that?
Yes,
Banky W.
He knows. I went to Mo Hits. They were like, no.
Wow.
I went to all the labels and everybody said no. So then at the time, TJ was just like, yo, we're just going to do it ourselves. We don't have money. So we're just going to do it. And then, so years later when, you know, Mo Hits broke up, you know, I went back to Jazzy and I was just like, have you changed your mind? And he was just like, yo, let's do this. And he signed me up to Maven. And it's more than a label. Like, it was family. I'm telling you, like, it was one of the hardest decisions I had to make when I had to break out of Maven. And when I was recording the Red album, I was pregnant. And I remember I'll be in the... females. Whew. Shout out to all the females.
Shout out to all the queens in the building.
Oh my goodness. Like, because I was pregnant. I was in the studio throwing up, recording at the same time. I was always crying. I used to see, you know, articles. Tiwa is done. Is she going to bounce back? How's she going to do it? You know, and they would encourage me. Like, 2 a.m. in the morning, I would want noodles with baked beans.
Wow.
So random. And Jazzy or whoever will go upstairs and make it. And by the time he comes back, I'll be in the studio like... And they literally will wait for me to wake up and record. And we did that throughout my pregnancy. And, you know, I was nervous. We took a lot of the pictures while I was still a bit smaller, because obviously I was getting big. So when I say it's like family, they really, really